First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. Oh, he gets free left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goedert, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw is caught here by Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Goff on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down.
Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down and 7. Hurts.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
These two teams all tied after one.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now Sanders.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go play action with Hurts.
Caught by the tight end Hurts.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Sanders. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Ingram again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Goff. He hits Adams, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Seibert on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Running right, here's Sanders.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. He's got Anderson on the slant. And some room to work. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run. It's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They're going to look to throw. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's gone. Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. Shrugs him off. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts throw pulled in by Tate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw here.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Goff on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's Swift. He gets away from one.
93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake it in the touchdown.
4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now gone. And he fins him, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. They get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On 1st down, Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. That one complete to Anderson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Levi Onwuzurike able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts, he finds his man, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up. Enjoy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big